One thing that I've struggled with and that you speak to is self-sabotage. How do you talk to people that are struggling with that, and how do you talk them out of that?
Well, first let them understand and meet them where they're at. Listen for what's happening that they are sabotaging themselves. Usually it's a matter of self-image. Understanding what we imagine is our self-image, and we never will overachieve our own self-image. So we create these thermostats, and if we're below the thermostats, we'll do everything and get right back to the right temperature. But what most people don't realize, like me making over $100 million, that although I had this great success, my thermostat was still lower middle class poor. That was the energy that I carried. Those were the people I was hanging around with. The ideas that I had. My self-image was the kid from Akron, Ohio.
Right.
And it took me to go below my thermostat of being that kid to then saying, hold on a second, before I actually try to elevate my self-image, right, or where I want to be or better, let me work with people to show me what the energy, the mindset, heart set, and hand set is necessary to be $100 million or 200 or $1 billion. And so understanding that we can't overachieve our own self-image and working on our own self-image by surrounding ourselves by the right people and the right ideas, a different consciousness. Einstein said you can't solve a problem in the same consciousness in which it was created.
So that speaks to a lot of mindset, and that's something that I feel like a lot of people that don't really take into consideration how to start elevating themselves. They're just living the day-to-day, and something that shifted a big time for me about 8 years ago, I decided that I wasn't going to drink anymore.
Good.
I was solving a problem there, but that's when I started listening to people like you and Tony Robbins and David Goggins, and my mindset changed. How can you give some advice to people that might be in that headspace, and where should they look, and how should they take those first steps to really changing their mindset?
Yeah, so that's a great question and a great point, because everyone that gets to the advancement, the aggregation, acceleration in their lives, shift a paradigm of perspective, the one which you shifted 8 years ago. So instead of working to continually just get more happy, more healthy, more wealthy, more worthy, if we're on that journey, we'll never identify what we're doing to interfere with it. You see, there's a huge energy gap in everyone's lives. It's what I am versus what I want people to think I am. And so for me, I start my day by saying, I am happy, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am worthy. My job today is to figure out what I'm doing to interfere with it. What am I eating to interfere with my highest self? What am I drinking to interfere with my higher self? What habits do I have that are not aligned with where I want to be or better? In other words, what habits do I have, a commitment to consistent behavior that is not just conscious, but unconscious and subconscious in nature that are interfering with my higher self? And so there is not only the wisdom that you've received from quitting drinking, but there has to be faith that there's something bigger than you that loves you, protects you, and promotes you more than your mom. If I am truly connected to and through this unbelievable, omniscient, and all-powerful source, then what am I doing to interfere with it? I don't have to go get it.
Right.
I don't have to get more motivated. No, I have to actually become or be inspired in spirit to utilize at ease the extraordinary knowledge, information, and the extraordinary power, energy. People ask me all the time, I can't believe your energy. I see you everywhere. You're in Dubai, then you're in New York, then you're here. You're 56 years old. You're definitely not in better shape than me. I'm 25. How do you have so much energy? I'll tell you how. Because I'm only focusing on what I'm doing to interfere with my energy. We have the exact same amount of energy. If you have a faith that there's an omniscient, all-powerful God or whatever you believe in, then we have the same energy.
Sure.
So if I don't interfere with that energy as much as you, regardless of how strong you are, fast you are, your endurance, your age, whatever it is, I'm going to have more energy than you.
It's amazing.